Think about the moment just before sunrise. The world is still, the air is charged, and then, boom, light breaks forth, revealing everything that was hidden in the dark. That is the power of light. Light awakens, it transforms, it fuels us. And here on the Light Feeders podcast, we don't just chase the light, we feed from it. I'm Sam Adejo, your guide on this electrifying journey of wisdom, energy, and truth. Let's step into the light together. Hello friends, thank you for joining us on this episode of the Light Feeders podcast. We thank you always for taking our time to listen and to engage with us. Tonight we are continuing with our Decluttering the Mind series. In the previous episode, we had started that sub-part series called Decluttering the Mind. The objective of this series coming in earlier in the year is to help us attain a renewed and transformed mind ahead of all that we have lined up for the year. It's going to be a blessed year. It's going to be a year of transformation and ultimate manifestation of our best selves. So it's important for us to start with this series of decluttering our mind, of taking out unnecessities and creating space for positive conception, positive imaginations. And that is why we started that sub-series. Like I said, it's going to be a series of few episodes, 4 or 5. We have started the part A, and tonight we continue with the part B of that sub-series. In this part B, we have actually tried to collapse 2 ideas or 2 episodes into one, understanding that the goal is to attain mental clarity, like I said, renewed mind and transformed mind. Tonight, our topic is making space, and we have identified a simple practice that can help us attain mental clarity. Making space, having cleared out the things that are not needed, we make space for the things that are to come. Right? I'm very positive about there's so many blessings and so many lights that will come through this podcast in this second season. Also to mention, by the way, we are starting our second season of the Light Feeders podcast. We started February of 2025, and the second season begins in this February. We'll have another episode where we'll tell us what that entails and celebrate our milestones so far, as well as give us the understanding and the structure into the future. So, thank you for joining us once again. Tonight, like I said, our topic is making space, and we have identified a simple practice that can help us create space and can help us attain mental clarity. That simple practice is stillness of mind. Yeah, stillness of mind, quietness of mind, whatever I want to call it. But stillness of mind is a natural state of the mind, or the supposed natural state of the mind, even though so many of us find it difficult to come to that point of stillness, to come to that point of quietness, because the mind is so busy with overlapping thoughts, overlapping imaginations. We often don't have time to just stay quiet, to keep the mind quiet, to keep the mind still. And I think stillness is the best place, that is the best point the mind can perform maximally, right? And like we had identified in the first episode, because thoughts overlaps, activities and ideas just come and goes, there's this tendency for the mind to be overworked or to be worked out, and it's in that process of working up and being overworked that the mind begin to crowd itself with so many things that clutters the mind. That was the need. That was the essence of us to first declutter the mind. Having decluttered the mind, we now have space. We now have space. And one of those things that can help us attain clarity is stillness of mind. Like I have said, the mind, the natural state of the mind, uh, is in that quiet, still point, which is very difficult for some of us to attain. In fact, stillness of mind seems uncomfortable, it's scary. It's like having a one-on-one with yourself, and it's kind of a scary thing to do because when you have that time to actually be still, the mind comes to a point of recollection. The mind comes to a point of accessing the ideal things. And most times we try to numb our our overcrowded mind with several activities, right? Just to avoid that state of having a one-on-one engagement with yourself, with your mind. What does what does stillness of mind looks like? It looks like taking a pause before taking actions. It looks like writing things down before you eventually execute them. It looks like just sitting quietly by yourself, uh, without any thoughts, without any imagination, without any overlapping conception. And I particularly have found this interesting when I took a course in emotional intelligence, and my professor then would start the class with a practice called mindfulness meditation, where he tries to bring you into the now. The point of mindfulness meditation is to cast out every distraction and bring you into the moment. What he wants you to feel at that point is that moment, taking out every distraction, taking out every activity, taking out every desire that you have, but living in that moment. And that is what stillness of mind looks like, being quiet to yourself, being still. And the thing is, if you are able to shut down, let me call it that way, if you're able to shut down the mind for that time, when the mind restarts, it comes with fresh ideas. I know this because mindfulness meditation is something I used to do once or twice every week when I was taking that course. So I'm not proposing mindfulness meditation, but several persons have a way of just keeping their mind still, even though it is difficult. But if you are able to bring your mind to that point of quietness, it's very it's very rewarding, and it relieves you of those clutters. It relieves you of those things that overcrowd your mind. Like I said, it could be difficult to bring ourselves to that quiet point, right? Some of us actually don't like it. We try to distract ourselves with activities, with noise. We try to use busyness, even when we are not productive, to numb those noises that we feel in our heart. But I want to urge you to practice quietness. I don't have any particular uh, practice that I will tell you. There are some persons that have the 4-7-8 rules. Like I said, I have tried mindfulness meditation. For some persons, it's actually meditation at the point of prayer. If you are able to actually gather your thoughts into that particular moment, away from other distraction, away from other thoughts, I think it's very vital. I want us to particularly try this as a daily activity. Take out time from your day without distraction, without phone, without anything, without any input. Put your thoughts together, right? Perhaps there are things that come to your mind. You could jot them down, but the intention, the goal is to have that intentional silence, just a moment of silence, even though it might be 5 minutes, it might be 10 minutes, but that moment when you are able to fully, without any form of distraction, quiet yourself, it's very refreshing. And once you come out of that moment, it kind of resets your mind to think better. And that is the plan and the practice I'm sharing with us in this episode, to try to make space. Stillness and quietness is a very vital tool that will help us to attain this renewed mind that we are hoping for. You must understand that that time that you use in that practice is not a wasted time. Quiet time and still time is not a wasted time. When it is in those moments that thoughts settle and clarity arises. If you want a clear mind, stop chasing silence, just create it. You're able to create the silence. You're able to, and know this could be difficult, especially with life, especially with responsibilities and so many distractions, family, technology, and even your mind itself. But I want you to try as much as possible to practice this stillness of mind. You might just be sitting by yourself and just looking out into nature to behold, and just live in the presence. Let your mind take over the moment. I don't know how best to explain this, but I think it is doable. For me, I have tried mindfulness meditation, and I think it is very refreshing. And I want us to actually take steps to reset our mind by putting this practice into action. And that is the point we try to make in this episode. I wouldn't want to overload us with several practices, considering that people are different. But this particular practice, I came across several things that one could do to attain mental clarity. But this one is very interesting because this is something I do and something I have done in the past, and I continue to still do whenever I need to just shut down. So create time to be still, create time to be quiet. These moments are very crucial to resetting your mind, as it helps us to attain overall optimal use of the mind eventually. Thank you so much for joining us in this episode. Like I said, we are kicking off the second season of the Light Readers podcast, and I will put out what the structure will look like. But it's going to be a very interesting season for us as we start this new year. And thank you so much for connecting with us on this episode. Let us know what you think about this practice, how to do it better, how to attain it. I would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment for us. And if you've been blessed, please share this message. We'll continue with this series. We are hoping to round up soon. We have guests and lined up for this season already. So we are trying to get this sub series out of the way. Then we begin to go fully into the second season of the Light Readers podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for staying with us and for engaging. Thank you for all your feedbacks. We continue to work to better the podcast. And once again, we have a website, is lightfeeders.com, where we have publications that are capable of refreshing your life and your mind. Please visit the website. Is the Light Feeders podcast. Is the lightfeeders.com. And please share this message. If you have not subscribed, I want you to help us spread this light. Subscribe and please on your notification. We'll keep you updated as time goes by. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you soon. Bye.